Hello and welcome everyone. Today, um, a little stream just where we talk about GrandLux and where we fly this beautiful A320 from Condor. And this plane is the Charlie Sierra, so Alpha, the registration is Delta Alpha India Charlie Sierra. Um, yeah, I think this livery is one of the most beautiful liveries there are, personally, after the GrandLux livery. Um, yeah. So, let's get this plane started up now, and then we can talk more just later. Okay, in the cockpit, let me just check something. Okay, so let's make sure everything is as it should be. Gear is down, thrust is on idle, engine masters are off, flaps are up, parking brake is set, and spoilers are retracted. Perfect. Now comes the part where we check the battery voltage. It's still fine, 27.5. And we turn on the external power. Great. Now we turn on our EFBs. So for this guy, my senior flab operator, we wait until everything loads in pretty much, just to make sure. The plane's doing its self-tests. Hopefully VRAS starts as it should. Yeah. I don't know if it is loaded as it should be. Nope. Nope. The preset is wrong. I have to get the preset downloaded real quick. Yeah, because when it does updates, yeah, it just deletes my profile that I had. So I need to delete it again. I need to install it again. Um, it was always there. Um, my downloads, here it probably will be. Download it pretty often, so probably will be somewhere here. No, it's fine. We stay with this one. Turn this one on. Long landing altimeter setting. Perfect. Just turn on the IRSs. We turn this to captain. We turn the ground control on. We test the CVR. Turn this on. Now we turn on navigation lights. Strobes go on auto. Wing lights go on. These go armed. These we turn to on. This can stay off. Anti-ice fuel pump stay off until fueling. A few fire tests will do then when we start it up. Okay, let us create the flight plan now. So, sim brief, and then dispatch system. We are dispatching a flight from Luxembourg to Innsbruck. Hopefully we can do a circle to land with the Charlie Sierra. I take a bit of extra fuel. I will take 2.5 tons of extra fuel and 1,001 ton of tankering. Why is my rudder trim 0.2 to the left? Yeah, it does work though. Well, I don't know. Let's maybe start semi-pro. That'll maybe help. Yes, probably that will help. Yep. Now. Yep. Okay. We have everything set up as it should be now. Yep. Now it works. Perfect. We have our flight plan already. So we can go on the Phoenix app, tap to import. We have here our flight plan. Now it loaded it correctly. Let's start. Yep. Okay. In that time, we are going to do the MCDU setup already. So we import it. Give me a sec. Okay, great. Now our flight number is Condor for Mike. For Mike Lima. Our cost index is probably 31 now. Our cruising flight is 310. We will import our wind. Okay, we take off at the GTQ to Quebec departure from runway 24. And then we come in via Marde 1 Bravo onto 08. So we're going to select. Okay. Now insert that too, and please not. Okay, yeah. GSX is causing some lag, so we are going to do a walk around now. Please. Oh wow, it's a bit laggy. Okay, let's jump down. Oh, wow, yeah, it's a bit laggy. Let's start at the nose. We don't see any damage on the front. The static port looks clear. These probes here also look clear. Pitos. This static probe also looks good. The avionics valve is also open. That is also fine. We checked again now. This also seems fine. We see no exterior oil coming down or something from the hydraulics. It's also very fine. Now we check the engine. Slow it down once. Also seems fine. This probe also looks good. This engine will also, yeah. We inspect the, what's it called? The engine pylon, I think it was called. Yeah, we inspect that. Looks good. We check the leading edge of the engine. If there's no real damage or something to it. Seems also fine in this case. Now we can check the gear. Do we see any oil coming down here? Especially here. Do we see oil? But it doesn't seem the case. Now we check the trailing edge of the wing. Do we see any damage here? The lightning deflectors. The ailerons, the wingtip fence. Check it. There seems to be no damage also. I check the top of the airplane a bit. There is also no damage, no visible damage. We check the leading edge of the elevator. It seems also fine. And then we check this trailing edge. Also seems fine. These pieces are not off. We check the vertical stabilizer. If these are also correctly installed, because when the lightning hits those, it can just like literally break off like such a piece of the horizontal stabilizer or the vertical stabilizer or the horizontal stabilizer. The APU exhaust looks also fine, no visible damage or something, no tail strike or something. So that is fine. The doors look also fine. This flap is supposed to be open. Seems fine, exactly here. We check again the trailing edge of the wing. We check if there's no oil here. We check if there's no oil up here. Everything very crucial parts. Check the engine from the back. We better not touch this because we don't know when the engine ran. Yeah, again, this looks fine. No visible damage. Also on the cowl. Pylon also looks fine. The leading edge also looks fine. The wing lights are on. The static ports also look fine again on this side. This one also looks fine. Refueling is complete, so we better get inside now. And now we can already do our APU fire test. That seems to work. If I do the perfect. That's more to check my hardware on my end, not really the plane's, because the plane it usually works without any doubt. So yeah, so that's pretty much fine. Oh, the bill came. Let's see how much we paid for our fuel. Uh, do, 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 do. Mhm. Invoice. Jet A1. Yeah, that is wrong, of course. Mhm. Yeah, you can see the price. Pretty expensive. Pretty expensive stuff, this Jet A1. Okay. Squawk 1000, which is absolutely fine. Okay. So, we set this at 80. Set constraints. We set VOR. Okay. We plan in the quick return. So secondary flight plan, copy active. Then we go to the end of our sit. Then new destination. We tap in Echo Lima Lima X-ray. New destination. Arrival. Come in on ILS-24 with no star. Turn. Okay. And now basically we start at Echo Lima Lima X-ray. We get rid of that discontinuity here. So now you can see secondary flight plan. So now you can see basically we take off from runway 24. go normally via this route, and then after, for example, an engine flame out or something, we would just continue straight ahead here, and then we would come in after GTQ. So right here you can see we would do the turn, and we would come in for the ILS localizer, then we would land again. As a safety precaution, I prefer that than, yeah. Okay, I will go to the toilet real quick, and then I will be right back, and I will play some music for you guys while I'm away. Okay, great. Aircraft is loaded, which seems very good. We send this to the MCDU, and we do a our departure. Flaps 1 down 4. Okay, just copy it to the. Let me load up the rest. Rex Atmos core. Perfect. Very important, FS realistic. Okay, since we are complete, let's start our APU now. And while the APU is starting up, we can already turn on our fuel pumps. We did the fire test. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we wait. In the meantime, I will do the announcement. So I go into the GrandLux server, I go to downloads, I open the thread, SOP revision 4. And then we look for the announcements. Perfect, flight IPA. And then now we say, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait, I forgot to, yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the captain from the flight deck. Welcome aboard GrandLux flight 6420 to Innsbruck. Our flight time today will be about 54 minutes, and we expect to arrive at about 15:30 local time. The weather in Innsbruck um, is currently nice with a temperature of hopefully it's nice. I don't know. Check the meter. Yeah. With a temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. Um, we are number 5 for departure and expect to be airborne in about 10 to 15 minutes. On behalf of the whole crew, thank you for choosing GrandLux, and I will speak to you again once we are in the cruise. Thank you. Okay. We are good to push actually now. APU has started. We turn on the bleed. We turn on the beacon lights. The external power will disconnect. Parking brake is set. GSX will prepare the push. Everything is set up. Okay. So they are ready for push. They can connect already. Our flight plan is well set up. Yes, it is. So trim, we can already, yeah, we cannot because there's no hydraulics. Okay, we see nose wheel steering disconnected. That is as it should be. Auto brake we won't be able to put on because, yeah, will we? No. Okay. We check this. This stands for Terrain Database 465. We are right on time actually. Okay. We can already start this chronograph for off block time. This we use for airtime. This one we use for off block until on block. So this one just includes taxi times and engine startup time, pushback times, and everything. And we will face our nose right. Releasing parking brakes. Parking brakes are released. Shoot, I forgot something. Clear to start engines. Starting engine number 2 and 1 in sequence. Starting engine number 2 now. I forgot something very important. Now hopefully nothing breaks. Okay. Parking brakes set. Starting engine number 1. And then we go on to Logitech because I forgot to connect my pedals. Well, that is good preparation, I guess. What about my pedals? Hello. Okay, now it should be. Yep. Okay, great. Okay, now it works. We have a good engine start. We can tell the sky, yeah. We set flaps 1 plus F, like this, yeah. Because you can, technically you can lower the flaps. Oh, yeah, like this. Okay, unlocking the gear. Now we can already turn on the auto brake. We turn this to auto. So disconnected and bypass is removed. Left and right clear. We can turn off the APU. Yeah, we hear the CONDOR announcement back. We turn on the runway turn off lights. We turn on the taxi lights. the conditioning. Perfect. We are ready for taxi. Just the flight controls check. So we go full left, full left, full right, neutral, and neutral. Full up, full down, and neutral, and it's neutral. Now rudder, we go full left, full right, and neutral, and it's neutral. Perfect. We arm the spoilers. We set the pitch to 0.4 down. Perfect. Sorry. Okay. I'm not seeing the chat right now. Okay, great. And let's push. Or let's taxi better. Let's say let's taxi. Okay, let's make this turn. See a nice little Q400 taking off there or landing. Perfect. Now we can listen to what the cabin has to say. Copy, thank you. It's a bit laggy, but that's normal, especially in Luxembourg. This airport is, yeah, eating a lot of resources. Yeah, I don't know why it's this laggy today. Let's turn on the weather radar. Okay. Ready for takeoff. Set TCAS to TARA. So traffic advisory and resolution advisory. So traffic advisory only shows us that there is a plane. Resolution advisory also tells us how we should fly. Perfect. Now we turn on the landing lights. Strobes and takeoff lights. Yeah. It's eating quite the resources. Let's taxi to the runway. Approaching runway 24. 24 is identified. Let me turn on Volanta before star number kills me again. That I don't use Volanta, I always forget. It's like waiting for takeoff clearance at Frankfurt. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you really wait a lot for your takeoff clearance. Once I was on a Watson flight in Frankfurt, and I waited, I think 10 of 15 to 20 minutes, just to line up. And I was already like directly in front of the runway. So okay. Okay, take off. We stabilize our thrust at 50%. We apply slight nose down pressure. And then we go on to flex, man flex MCT. So manual flex MCT plus 62, SRS runway nav, and auto thrust is blue. Takeoff thrust set. Checked. Controls neutral. It's a bit laggy. Oh well. Gear up. Hey Mark. Sure. Okay. Thrust climb. Derated thrust climb. and fly to 10,000 feet. Flaps up. Yeah, I know it was a bit laggy, but now it will be fine once I'm in the air. Oh wow. No, stay on flap 0. I don't know why my stick disconnected. Okay, that's the. Shut up. Let's set the QNH to standard. Ah, jeez. Let's activate autopilot. We can disarm the flaps. We can already turn the turn-off lights off and the nose lights off. Weather radar sees nothing. That is good sign. Okay. And we climb onto flight level 310. Landing lights off. Okay. Now we can talk about every stuff now. Because sealed cockpit goes up to 10,000 feet. Um, so basically what that means technically is up to 10,000 feet and below 10,000, or let's say below 10,000 feet, you shouldn't have personal conversations because this is the most critical phase of the flight. That's why you should not have personal conversations below 10,000 feet. But yeah, now we're above. Seems like weather is nice, so we can release fasten seatbelt signs whilst we climb out. Thrust is also on climb. Looks good. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So, I've wanted to talk about my virtual airline GrandLux. So we started as a team of 3. So basically me, Rotate and Fly, and Bus 5 Top. And then we started as like one group together on this virtual airline. We are looking at launching on the 1st of September, but the launch may be delayed slightly. Um, yeah, for the moment, we are very happy where we are with development. So development is looking pretty good currently. Website, our own clients, we have SOPs, checklists, QRHs, um, which is very good actually. Not many small virtual airlines really have those. We have them because our goal is to have a realistic virtual airline. As soon as I am finished with making deliveries, we will start with testing the different airplanes for launch. So that will be the A320 and the Boeing 737, and then we'll gradually start adding types. Um, Also, to fly for us, there is no type rating required, but your rank stays locked at cadet. So yeah, and then of course, when you do a type rating, you can become a first officer, senior first officer, junior captain, captain, senior captain, chief captain. Yeah. Um, so our team consists of very good people. So we have Stanamba, um, very nice guy. Then we have Araf, our head developer. He's taking care of development for our client website and integrations for EFBX.io. So once they release, we will be able to embed our website onto their EFB program, mm, so we can actually book flights from your iPad or phone or second screen laptop, whatever. So yeah, and then yeah, that I still don't know because problem is I don't know where Araf is with the client, but that's why we may delay the launch a bit because development takes a lot of time. And yeah, um, but if you are willing to join, feel free to just join onto our Discord server after the stream. I'll link it the into the caption, and then yeah, we will be able to fly nice and well with us at GrandLux. I can just give you like a little sneak peek at our SOP. Um, okay, so that is our fleet-wide SOP. Uh, yeah, you can see it looks quite good. I'm quite happy how it turned out. Um, yeah, you see type managers. Um, yeah, these are the ranks you can get like this. So you start off at cadet, then first officer, and after 200 hours you automatically become a senior first officer. Uh, and depending on evaluation, if you know the plane very well, you become a junior captain. Um, and then after 100 hours as a junior captain, you become captain. After 300 hours as a captain, you become a senior captain. Chief captain, we appoint one or two per plane type, depending on how well they know the plane, how often they fly. Type managers are those who do the type ratings and give out some lessons from time to time. And then, yeah, so that is how our call sign will be allocated. So 12299 is European short haul outbound from Luxembourg, even numbers outbound, odd numbers inbound, regional and fin routes, medium haul, and then long haul intercontinental, charter and leisure, positioning and ferry flights, training line check and check ride, um, and then yeah, and then 9000 is fire and rescue missions. Um, and then we of course have the pyreps, everything. Here's duty limits. Yeah, we don't want so you do 24-hour flights and everything. There will be some limits because yeah, we also got to take care of health. Um, yeah, currency and recency. Yeah, and then safety management and occurrence reporting. Operations. Yeah, and then SOP itself. And you also have the type, fleet type annexes, so the different key speeds and configurations. So A320/neo, for example, standard takeoff configuration 1 plus F, short runway, high weight, config 2 or 3, typical V1 at medium weight, flap retraction schedule, S speed, then F speed, then green dot, climb speed, yeah, cruise mark, typical green dot clean, landing configuration, configs full. For the A321, of course, config 3 or full, typical VLS at landing weight, max flap extension altitude, yeah, call out differences, flaps 1, 2, 3, 4, FMA change, enhance the FMA line allowed, approach phase activated, auto thrust off, like these stuff, you know. And for the A350, A380, 737-800s, 777, fleet differences, you can just see them here a bit. This will be revised. We will take this thing completely away because that does not really apply. That's not what I think we should have on there. And then yeah, basically lots of different stuff, lots of cool stuff for the cabin layout, um, cabin secure gates, yeah, the PA announcements, the delay and yeah, and then service flow by cabin that is not really important. Then he has continued because this page was outdated. Um, yeah, but all in all, it's a great thing. Oh, we have TCAS, but it's quite high above, so we don't need to worry about that. It's up there. Very important to identify everything. So you see, I see the contrails here, high above, so we don't need to worry about that. I don't know why it's so dark though. I'm wondering why the sky is so dark. Probably Rex Atmos. Let's set this, yeah, like this, better. Much, much, much better. Looks much better, yeah. And Mark is not here right now. Or are you? I don't think so. But yeah, basically, I can show you also our team. Um, well, we are not yet finished, so yeah, our team. We have Lux Planes as a partner and staff. We are close friends. EFPX.io is soon to be partner. After our client has been implemented, there will be partner. Then you have me as the owner and CEO, Rotate and Fly as the owner, and Bas5 Toboso as the owner. He's responsible for server development. Rotate is responsible for the Boeing program, and I'm responsible for the Airbus program. Captain Rav is lead development staff. Star number is development server moderator, and Mark is sub admin. Yeah, and then tickets. Yeah, and then we have levels, apron. This is more like this is general, bot commands. And then apron is like a picture for screenshots. Oh, no, no, it's not for screenshots. Screenshot is down here. But this is more like a, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit like general too. No, actually, I have a good idea for apron. It is like a channel to introduce yourself. Yeah, I think that's a good idea for the channel. Um, yeah, invite taxiways for moderation. It's our development channel with the Discords, SDK and everything. Our moderator, the exam channel, our logs, and yeah. Of traffic inbound. Yeah, it's a bit laggy. I don't know why, to be honest. See if we can identify the traffic there. No, it should be somewhere there. Well, doesn't matter. Yeah, so this our estimate ETP. We may already turn on to TRA as a direct to just be a bit quicker and to deviate from this traffic here because we don't have much traffic going on here. Just to deviate, just to always be sure. Okay. Yeah. We will also be operating future firefighting operations, rescue missions, but that's more in the future. Yeah. So as always, for those who are rewatching the stream, if you have any questions about GrandLux, feel free to reach out in the comments or join the Discord server. We are happy to take you guys in. We are looking for new pilots, first officers, yeah, and captains for the A320 and the 737. There's always the possibility to upgrade to a bigger type. You can have as many type ratings as you want. You just need to fly them regularly. And yeah, that's pretty much it about GrandLux. Yeah, I'm quite happy everything turned out the way it did because we are quite good on the way with how everything turns out. With development, we are quite good. Um, with booking flights and everything. This was like a complete mess at the beginning before ARAF came in. He did a really good job. I'm really happy with how the website turned out. So our website is also grandlux.lu. Yeah, this was our beginning. We launched as FLX. Mm, partnerships, yeah, currently ongoing partnership with Lux Planes. Yeah, and then our team. And then, of course, our fleet for the beginning now. Um, yeah, Araf added like in some nice things like just don't land like our friends at Ryanair. Yeah, he comes from Virtual Ryanair. Mm, the F20 is the backbone of our short and medium haul operations. Uh, but with that, I really disagree. But it can stay in there. And then active flights, yeah, this is still to be implemented. The join now page, yeah. This is a short sneak peek at our livery. I think it looks great. And then our logo, of course, GrandLux. Yeah, I'm quite happy how progress been. So, Mark, are you back? And then, yeah, for those who already know my streams quite well, mm, they or who do to those who know me, let's say it like this, to those who know me pretty well, they know that I like to really fly the 320, that I'm a firefighter and paramedic in real life, and that I still go to school. I do it alongside my school. So yeah, that's just a bit about me. We will do another stream on our GrandLux channel, where we basically explain um, the different stuff about GrandLux, where you will meet the team a bit. Also, Lux Planes as a partner, Rotate, Bus 5 Top, ARAF, where they explain a bit their functions and what they were doing all this time. And I really have to say, I'm really grateful and really happy with my team, how they work. I couldn't have wished for a better team. They are doing their job amazing, especially Araf, who is working his butt off like every day, every night, just completely developing our own program and everything. So I'm really happy how he works. I couldn't have wished for a better developer than him, and for him to do it for free is very nice. So yeah. Also, at 50 members, personally, I will do a Phoenix giveaway, a base pack Phoenix giveaway, because I think that's just a way of giving back to the community. Yeah, and I'm really, really happy that everyone does their work so well, and I hope to partner up with more companies and virtual airlines, and we're happy to accept every partnership and everything. And it's time to do the PA. Yeah, no, we've reached it, so I don't care. Yeah, it's really laggy, but I really don't know why. Probably the Phoenix takes a lot of resources to run that thing. But it's a really beautiful plane, especially in this Charlie Sierra livery. Of course, the GrandLux livery is better, but there is no plane better than the A320 and the A350. No plane. Mark and Araf, you can say what you want. There is no plane better than the 320. It just looks so clean, modern. Oh wow. Oh wow. Amigos, what you doing? I think I should turn off FS Realistic because FS Realistic ain't really helping. Yeah, and let's be honest, we are way better than virtual Ryanair. So with what we offer, maybe not with quality, because of course they're also a real airline and they know how to operate really well. We obviously are not able to compete with that level of we're obviously not able to compete with that level of realism, but we hope to increase our pilots' um, quite well. And yeah, so if you want to fly for GrandLux with an Airbus airplane, you'll have me as your type rating, or as your fleet manager, or as your type manager, let's say. Yeah, because as said before, I take care of the entire Airbus fleet, and Rotate takes care of the Boeing fleet. Um, the only reason I added Boeing is because of Starnumber to get him in, and Araf because he flew at Virgin Ryanair. Yeah, I don't really know how to. I mean, I am able to fly the 737, but I'm not like a pro on the 737, so not like on the A320. I know every system from the back of my head, so or like the most systems, not every system, but the most systems I know from the back of my head. Um, yeah, and for those who also didn't know, I was an intern for a week at CarGlux as an aircraft maintenance engineer. And I worked on the 747s, on the engines, and on the avionics. I liked it, everything a bit. So yeah, and also if you see like during climb, you will see it pretty well that the engines they are straight, but the plane is like having a slight pitch up. See the engines, they are straight to the horizon, like because the engines are tilted slightly down and slightly to the left to cancel out the torque produced by the engine. And yeah, stream's current bitrate. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So we will start descending in about 7 minutes because 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, we'll start in about 7 minutes descending. So basically, there's 40, 80, 120. So you always add 40, and then basically there is 20. So this is 2.5 minutes. This is 5 minutes, and this is 7.5 minutes. So about 7 minutes in. Um, about in 7 minutes, we'll have our top of descent. Yeah, will be quite fun. Especially we will be doing a circle to land. So yeah, shortly we will land this monstrosity with this beautiful CFMs 56. These are the CFM 56 Bravos, I think, right? Uh, yeah, CFM 56 5B4, yeah. And for the leaps, Airbus uses for the Neos. So basically, you have the option of choosing on Airbus planes. So for the current engine option, which is this generation of A320, you can choose between the IUV 2500 the CFM 56 5 Bravos. Or on the Neos, what's wrong now? Auto thrust off. Should be fine now, right? Yeah, now it's fine. And on the Neos, you have the option of choosing the Leap 1 Alphas or the Pratt & Whitney's PW1100Gs. Yeah, Mark, nice Condor plane, as you know me. But as soon as the GrandLux livery is done, you know what I'll fly. Yeah, basically, I'm really happy. Also with Mark's work or rotate and fly work. Yeah, I call him Mark now, but he's rotate and fly. I'm really happy with what he does. I'm really happy with what Bus 5 does. I'm really happy with what ARAF is doing. I'm really happy with just what everyone is doing to help this airline grow. And I'm really optimistic that this time it will work out. Not like last time I started a virtual airline. But yeah, let's see this night's landing hopefully then. I'm really optimistic. Hey, yo, Mark, I'm getting my first car now. Finally, it's been time. So again, Mark, if you have questions about the 320, you can always ask them, and I will explain them again. Ah, fuck no. Yeah, shortly we'll start our descent. Now, any minute. Okay, so let's start with the PA announcements. Let's look at our PA announcement. Uh, Sorry. Probably will be here and com. Notice SOP. Com is, yeah, com1, com2, com3 for Kappa and yeah, descent. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we will wait until we start descending. So now already we can turn on the fasten seatbelt signs and start our descent about 5 nautical miles early, just to always have that little margin left. Yeah, we select 5,000 feet. That will guide us then with the constraints. And then let's prepare Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent into Innsbruck, where we expect to land in approximately 25 minutes. The weather is still nice with a temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and local time is 14:35. It's 15:35. Please return to your seat, fasten your seatbelt signs, and follow the instruction of the cabin crew. Cabin crew, 20 minutes to landing. We start our approach, so our QNH is 1020, I think. 1019. Our temperature is 21 degrees Celsius, I think. Yeah. Our wind is at 080 and 4 knots. Knots and barometric. We need to check the charts for that. So we go to our charts up on the Phoenix. Oh, nice. Hi, Mark. And then we go into Innsbruck, approach, and then we check it out. Our minimums are 2,900. And yeah, we are descending quite well already. We might change that because we are a category Charlie airplane. So we descend with 3%. That is 4,000. Yeah, well, I did not see a lot of the stream, but from what I have seen, it was really good. And yeah, I think one thing you need to just do slightly better is also when you like programming the MCU, just from time to time have a look at the chat if anything new is coming in. Because when someone asks you maybe a question, how to find this page, or something, you can already yeah, just from time to time, um, just have a little peek at the chat, what it says and everything, yeah. But all in all, the stream was quite good from what I have seen. Obviously, I could not see everything because I went out with some friends because my best friend goes to vacation on Sunday, so yeah. But all in all, your stream was quite good. Mm, Yeah, let's probably turn on terrain on navigation display so see the terrain visualized on the instrument. Yeah, but that's the same thing here. It's normal for streams to have like a 10 to 20-second delay because it needs to be encrypted and then, Yeah, it was quite good. I went home a bit earlier because I had to get up in the morning, but it was quite fun actually. Yeah, it is really nice, but yeah, you need to watch out for the people. Some people are like really grumpy and weird and aggressive, but the most people here in Luxembourg are really nice, but sometimes you need to just watch out. especially at Hamilius, we have like, it's a bit like London. Um, and the city in the night. Yeah, I mean, it's safe. You can go around, but you need to watch out where you go and what you do. You should not mess with the wrong people because a lot of those have like knives and everything. But I feel like that is everywhere. So, except for Poland, I have to say. There, really, I don't fear because it's really safe. I like it there. But yeah, hopefully you can come. I will talk to my school, ask about how that is, and then yeah, maybe they'll put you in a French class. I don't know. We'll see. We will see, Mark. I will ask them mm, on how it is, and then I bet you we can get something organized. Hopefully with my school. I'll ask them again, and then let's see. If not, we will find you a school to come to Luxembourg. And I mean, it's not far away. Public transport is free, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I could ask my parents, maybe you could stay here. I could ask them. Would be funny. Hey, amigo, what you doing? Continue at 070. Hey, amigo. Normalize the rate of descent. Whoa, amigo, what you doing? Normalize the rate of descent. Jeez. Well, let's just direct to RTT. Yeah, like this. We should probably brake a lot. Yeah, sure. You're welcome to visit Luxembourg. To visit me, of course, too. You're really welcome to. Yeah, I need to slow down this fuck. Well, I'm too fast for flaps. You know what we do when we are too fast for flaps? Extra track. Then 19. Yeah, yeah, would be nice. Let's see on Navigraph where we are exactly. Unload and import. Okay, import flight, yeah. Import from SimBrief, then LUXMAC2LOWI. And then, yeah, I know it's not used, but I really don't care that it's not being used. What is variable at 4 nodes? QNH1018, yeah, well, I don't care now. Charts. And then let's open the approach chart for the visual approach circle to land, and then I will see myself and I know when to exactly turn in. Yeah, okay, flaps 1. Let's arm the spoilers. And let's start descending further down to 3,000 feet. Great, great. That is good. That is good. I saw it that you. Okay, let's turn on the landing lights. And then we will do our circle to land. So you see RUM, you just go a bit further than that and then you turn in. See RUM, where there's like this deviation. That's exactly how you would technically fly your circle to land, and then you would just continue straight and then turn in. That's how the chart looks for the circle to land. So basically RUM, you see here, and you would turn in with heading 230, and you would fly 264, then you would turn in, and then you would go for the circle to land from the other side, come in here, and then you would fly like this, and then you would circle to land in. Sorry. Okay. We see the airport. Yeah, I remember it. That's why I'm doing it that way now. We have some traffic in front of us coming in for a landing there onto 08. I will maintain it at 5,000 feet now, because else we will be a bit low. Oh, you know what? 4,000 is actually better. 4,000 is actually better. And then flaps 2. And let's zoom in. And now I check again. 230 is our heading. 230. Bam. And we turn in for the circle to line. Inside. Flaps 3. And flaps full. Let's retract the speed brake. The plane will slow down naturally now. We have 5 tons of remaining fuel, which is very good. And plenty of fuel. Continue. We can descend to 3,000 feet now with an open descent. You see open descent here. Okay. Here we can already retract our gear. Gear down. Why 3,000? I selected 4,000. It'll come up again. What you doing? I don't want to land in the mountains though. Now let's turn in for 264. Yeah, let's climb up again to 5,000. Also a bit messy. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, 4,000 is enough, I think. Or else, because elsewhere we would be way too high. And then, as I see, just turn in. There is like a radio tower somewhere here. Oh, the power lines. So these are the power lines that are following this range. There should be like a church down here. Here's the church. That is our visual point. And then we can actually start to turn in slowly. Or was it that church, or is that the church further down? Somewhere here's a church. Continue again. And then, yeah, I think we can actually start turning in now. Yeah, I have control. Flight directors off. And we descend slightly. I select the speed brakes. I activate the approach phase, which it doesn't let me. Of course, that's great again. And we come in perfectly, hopefully. Aligned with the runway. Yeah, we are aligned quite well. Of course, my stick disconnected again. Hopefully my pedals are still, yeah, okay. That's the most important part, that these are working. Because if they don't work, I'm doomed. Yeah, we continue descending a bit. Yeah, we turn in with rudder slightly. Yeah, not much runway as you see. I try to align myself in the best way possible. We have slight crosswind with 4 knots, but the wind is variable, so we can. I know, I know. Yeah, I'm landing with side stick, but it disconnected. It likes to disconnect sometimes. And again. But it connects really fast, so. Sixteen knots checked. Flaps up. Yeah, I know. I had to turn it off. It was lagging too much. Let's see what our landing rate was. Oh, negative 40. Oh, that was quite good. But I would have loved to see that one. Sunday landing lights off. Strobe lights onto auto. Now let's turn them off. TCAS standby, and then turn the weather radar off. You can invite them. I don't know this guy, but if you want, you can invite him, of course. Let's select a gate for GSX. Gate. Let's select gate 4. No, I don't need. This is our gate then. Gate 4. Yeah, we slow down on the apron, 10 knots. And then we turn off the lights already. We start our APU because I forgot that one to start the APU. And this is our gate, I think. Yep. Yeah, let's try to align ourselves a bit better onto the line. Perfect. A bit strong braking. Please cut all engines. Let's set the parking brake first. Let's wait. Okay, we can turn off the engines and we turn on the APU bleed. Wait till the engine shut down. Yes, see ya, Mark. See ya. Engines are off, and then we can turn off the beacon light. And the same goes in for the fasten seatbelt signs. Very good parking, actually. Wow. Well, I am the master of parking, so. Yeah, everything works, everything opens. Perfect. I would say that would also be it for the stream for today. And yeah, thank you for joining in, everyone. Thank you for rewatching the stream if you do. Yeah, again, thank you for coming in, joining, and see you in the next stream, or hopefully at